Well, it's an insanely hot seller's market out there. The existing inventory of homes for sale is not anywhere close to keeping up with the growing demand. Sellers getting multiple offers and selling for above asking price has become commonplace. So we are in exciting times and scary at the same time. Hi everyone, I'm Alejandro Ventura, broker with Alejandro Ventura Real Estate at Keller Williams. So as a seller, how do you know what offer to choose? Is the highest offer always the best offer? Well, if these are the questions keeping you up at night, then listen in. Many sellers believe that the highest offer is always the one they should take. And the reality is that the highest offer is not always the best one. And let me explain. In most home sales, the buyer will be taking a loan to fund the purchase. And when there is a bank involved, then an appraisal will have to be done in order to support the purchase price. So when a buyer offers you an insanely high price for your home, then you have to think about whether an appraisal will support the purchase price. Because if not, then that is going to create some problems. And it can create problems because the bank will only loan based on what the appraisal report says, not what the contract price is. And here's an example. Let's say that we decide to list your home for $500,000, and I do an incredible job promoting your listing using my proven digital marketing strategy. And within a few days, we get several offers on it. Say that the highest offer is for $520,000. Should you take that offer? Well, let's see. Let's say that the home appraises at $500,000, which means that the bank will only loan on $500,000. So there is a $20,000 difference. And this means that either the buyer will come up with $20,000 out of pocket, or you as a seller will come down $20,000 from the original agreed upon sales price, or you guys meet somewhere in the middle. Now, if you demand that the buyer come up with the difference, then the buyer has to make sure that they have enough money to pay for their own closing costs, cover their own down payment, have enough money in the bank for reserves as required by the lender, and in addition to it, have $20,000 laying around to compensate for the low appraisal. And if they don't have the necessary funds for all of this, then they will not get approved for the loan, and you and I will be back to square one. So what then do you do as a seller to protect yourself and make sure that you get the agreed upon purchase price? Well, here's one thing that we do here at my office. Before entering into an agreement with the buyer, we will request for the buyer to sign an addendum that calls for them to bridge the gap between a potential low appraisal and the purchase price, meaning that the buyer will pay for the difference between a low appraisal and a contract price. Now, when doing this, I have to make sure the buyer has two things. One is that they have the ability to pay for the difference between the appraised value and the purchase price, and two, that they still have enough money to cover all the fees associated with the loan. And there are a lot more issues to be concerned about in a real estate transaction. And you can rest assured that we have developed the systems and processes to address most, if not all of them. So call me and let me show you how we will make sure that you have a successful real estate transaction. I'm Alejandro with Alejandro Ventura Real Estate. Thank you for watching and make it a great day.